forgot to get my tea at the last minute. No, I didn't. There it is. Hi, everybody. This is Margaret. I'm a historical fiction and fantasy writer, and welcome to my channel. We're here to do a productivity stream, which means 3 to 4 sessions of quiet work while we're just doing our own thing, and then in between we get to chat, keep each other accountable, tell each other what we're doing, and in general feel like we're in a co-working space rather than by our lonely little selves in our own locations. So hopefully that is right up your alley and will help you get some stuff done. First Friday productivity sprint today has me behind on a lot of things. Hannah went well, got my 50,000 words a day early, and then moved to the next thing. And then I played a little bit of hooky yesterday. So I took a half a day off and it was pretty great. How about you guys? So let me know in the poll what song is in your head right now on December 1st, or what you got done in Nano if you want to celebrate your wins, or what you're going to work on in our first sprint in just 3 minutes. So I'll say hello to everybody. RC Scott was here early, and Just Eva said happy December. Yay! Happy December. I hope you've all got like a warm drink. Yeah, I don't think I'll get this one again. I really liked it when I started. Cacao shell tea, because it's not wasteful. They use the cacao shells in the cacao making process, cocoa making process from cacao. And then you can use the shells to give you a sort of rich, brothy tea. But I've had them maybe over a year and they don't taste so good anymore. Maybe that's just because they're not supposed to last that long. Dreaming Truth author Felicia's stopping by. So Felicia's presence reminds me to remind people that we have 2 weeks left for applications for the AWC, the AuthorTube Writing Conference. And that is a conference online, virtual, free to anyone. So you can have lots of people in your audience to learn about whatever you want to talk about. Publishing related, writing related, creative life related, time management related, however you are making your creative writing life happen. We're taking pitches for something to present. So if you've got one little corner of your routine sewn up and you're pretty proud of it, come on to the AWC website and check out our Google form to apply to be a speaker or a guest speaker. There's some differences between those, but you can find it all out in the guide at authortubewritingconference.com. So December 15th is the deadline. This is a little poll I put up. I wondered if anyone had Christmas music trapped in their head yet, so feel free to respond. Hey. Hey, Jocelyn, good morning. We've got, Bulletproof by Jamie Fine, just released today. Nice. I know a Bulletproof song, but I don't know Jamie Fine. So seeing as how Just Eva's last song was the one I sang at karaoke that had like a pun in it, and that was really good. Maybe this is an indie song because you're all about the indie. We say hi, friends. We say hi, Cool Gamer. And Just Eva says, I'm reading today, but also have a shelf to put together. Unsure when I'll go do that. Yay. Okay, so reading, I read last night. That was part of my playing hooky. I started a mystery romance by Grace Burrows with the terrible cover. And it's kind of slow so far. But I did read for an hour and a half in bed last night, which was pretty glorious. Just Eva's dropping the link for the AWC website. Thank you so much. And Felicia giving some emojis. And says, Jamie Fine is new for me too. It's a deep song. Daydreamer is the last one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I love that song. So yeah, on your recommendation, that's a good record. I should go check out Bulletproof by Jamie Fine. Nice. Steva says this novel is described as a cozy suburban fantasy. So far that fits. Okay. Cozy fantasy, suburban. Interesting. Mandrake Manor by J.P. Rindfleisch the Ninth. That sounds like a pen name. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's get our stuff in gear here. And I'll just put this up for now and get us started. Okay, let's go. Let's say sprinting till 25. We'll go 20 minutes for our first one, if that's all right with everybody. And we'll just start right now, jump into it. I will leave you with the music if it keeps going while I mute myself. Happy Friday. Hi, Melissa. Melissa just tagged me in a nonfiction tag. I'm at a loss. It's going to be a hard one. It's childhood memories and stuff. I'm always bad at that. Okay, let's jump into our first 20-minute sprint and see you in a little bit. And that is as far as I made it. Okay. That was a quick first sprint, everybody. Welcome back. Hey and howdy. I saw some folks come in here. We got, there we go. We had Melissa come in right before the sprint, and yeah, I gave her a hard time about tagging me. Shannon came in and made friends with the like button. It's awesome. Apparently, YouTube did that weird thing where it like didn't start. That happens to me when I have it open to check things are going well as well. RC is apparently texting or typing while asleep. That's very complimentary. Vanessa, Dr. B stepped in to say hello. She is also streaming right now and dropped the link in each other's chat through Shannon. And Nicole came in. Happy last month of the year. Yes, time to make all those dreams come true. 2023, man. And then Joanne, JK Lambo stopped in, also asking how everyone is. And Shannon, I don't know if you saw this, but Vanessa and Devin both subscribed right after you did that a few days ago. So that was marvelous. Nicole, extra sleepy. And I think she said something about a group nap. Yeah, there we go. JC came in. Hello, hello. Saying hello to everyone. Jim Spuck's reading on stuff came in. Don't forget to boop the like button. Thank you so much. Yes. And Just Eva says 25 pages or so read during that one. That's about the same reading rate that I have. That's great. Mandrake Manor. Shannon said, just finished recording my character voices for my novella audiobook and making changes in Audacity to make the voices sound slightly different. Very cool. Some of them are cringe, like my male voices. Sometimes we need a little help. That sounds fun. Just Eva says, I bet they aren't so bad as you hear yourself. Nice work getting that set up. Exciting. Yes. And I want this alternate version for those who didn't want the other version with AI voices for the characters. Yay! And we have a Pip. Hello, good morning. Melissa says, it's funding proposal season for me. Just getting started on a budget for one that's due today. Sounds so exciting and fun. And Laura Nettles is in the house. Hello, hello. I've got one of your videos in my to-watch list, Laura, for Mary Bookmas, one of the 2 readathons I'm trying to get in with. I did start reading a mystery last night, and then the day before I started reading a holiday romance. So I think we know what's going to dominate my December reading. Jim says, 25 pages would get me to the end of Martin Chuzzlewit. So close! Started way back on the 1st of October. Yeah. Well, I started the Scottember. I started the Memoirs of a Highland Lady, and that's, I think 680 pages because it's 2 volumes in one, and I'm still trucking through that one. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of December and clean out all the Rothy Marcus references and have them in my head sort of close enough to remember, but we'll see. And JC said I was doing some social media stuff during the last bit of that sprint. Got some planning to do as well. Yes. JC, how do you plan? I don't think I remember seeing planning, how I plan going on in your vlogs. So I am curious. I kind of want to have another planning circle sometime this month before we hop into January, but I haven't asked anybody, so it may not happen. Leslie is here from Bookskers and Purrs. I'm reading chapter 5 of A Christmas Truce right now. Oh, yay! Okay, cool. So we're buddy reading this as of 2 days ago because I saw that Leslie had it on her Instagram, and I thought, oh, I have this book too. It's on my TBR for December. So we're buddy reading my friend Emma Bennett's Christmas romance called A Christmas Truce. And it's pretty funny so far. I mean, I can totally hear it in her voice, so I'm really enjoying it. The main character did eat an entire pizza just now, so I was kind of going, I don't think I could do that anymore. It's the province of the young. So yeah, that's exciting. So then we'll be sort of on the same page, and then we could like share our observations. I love it. Love a good buddy read. Justiva says, I can honestly say it's been more than 5 years since I've had the motivation or desire to read the way I do now. I don't know how long it takes me to read a book when I'm ambitious to finish reading it. Oh, so you're ambitious to finish reading. That's a tongue twister. Interesting. Yeah, reading habits, they can change or wax and wane. I'm all in favor. Laura says, I read 16 volumes of manga last month. It was a blast. Excellent. Excellent. And I hear you on those cliffhangers, so I bet it was fun. And Justiva says, I need to go put that shelf together, though. All right. Excellent. Moving on to the next thing. JC says, I start with listing out everything I want to get done, so unrealistic as possible, and then I pare that down to some realistic goals. Maybe you just gave me an idea for a video, Margaret. Ooh, excellent. I'll be happy to. Yeah. Usually I start these productivity streams with saying, I'm all over the place. I have so many things to do. I need to put a list together and like get all the things in my brain onto paper, so then I can then analyze and prioritize and weigh which one needs to come first, etc. But the last time and this time, I feel like I haven't been able to do that. It's just been too chaotic. So yeah, what I did on my first stream was go through a patient portal and read a bunch of documents and sign my name electronically. So that was fun. Yeah, I needed to do it, which is what we do on these Friday sprints, is like the things you need to get done, you do. And I almost got to my next task, which was, so if you guys follow, I think her channel name is Page Turners with Katja now, Katja Weinert. She just talked about this book, Welcome to the Hyainum Dong Bookshop by Huang Bo Ryum. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I will figure it out before I interview them. And this one, The Mars House by Natasha Pulley, these are interviews coming up, and I need to schedule them for A Mighty Blaze because I'm going to be interviewing both those amazing books authors. So that's pretty cool. That's my next task on the next sprint. I need to get on that email-wise. We've got the Writing Sisters in the house. Happy Friday. And Justiva says, oh, patient portal. Reminds me I have a bill to pay. Sorry. I think they're so useless. I was just talking to a friend about this yesterday that, I try to stay out of healthcare spaces as much as possible because they do nothing but frustrate me. In fact, when I went to get my tetanus booster a couple weeks ago, after 9 years, they checked me in, gave me a wrong diagnosis, saying I was waiting for, not a diagnosis, but saying I was waiting for a COVID booster. Forgot I was there. I had to go in and advocate for myself. And then they took my blood pressure before they did the shot and everything. And they're like, that's weird. Your blood pressure is so high. Why would it be that high? I'm going to take it again with a different instrument. And I didn't say it, but I was like, it's from being in your fucking office, which is so frustrating. So, if anyone out there is wondering, why is their blood pressure so high? Maybe because you make the experience terrible. Just a thought. All right. So we're winding up to 35 minutes after the hour. Let's hit a 25-minute sprint for the next one. Feel free to tell us what you're working on. I will put our timer scroller on here. 50. Is that right? 45, 55. No. Till the hour. There we go. So we'll hop on to a 25-minute sprint, and I'll mute myself. Feel free to answer the song in your head song in the poll. Not the poll. The question. The pinned question. and let us know what you're working on. And good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I need all the sympathy. White lab coat syndrome. Shannon knows what I'm talking about. We've commiserated. Ugh, okay. All right. No, it's gone. It's gone. We're all good. We're going to ease into our next productivity tasks. Okay. Have fun. And there we are. Second sprint done. And we're halfway through. So how did that work for you guys? We had some people come in. And we had some people say what they were working on. So just Eva paid that bill, feeling accomplished and broke. Yeah, one of the things I had to read and agree to was something about a $500 deposit. I was like, what? No. Shannon says it's a thing. White lab coat syndrome. Yeah. Had to prove to a doctor years ago that my blood pressure only spiked at the doctor's office. Oh my goodness. We're finding out it's like a whole calamity. Lacey says, so that is a thing. Every time I tell my doctor that my blood pressure is only high because I'm there, she looks at me like I'm crazy. Good to know it's not just me. Totally. You're not alone. You're not alone. Oh my God. And she even put you on medicine you didn't need. That is a horror story. Ugh. Or wanted to. Okay. Ooh. JD was in the house saying happy December. Anyone else get an advent calendar as an excuse for more chocolate? I did. JD dropping by for a hello and a mix of work and my stuff, hopefully. Working on a hella long translation for work and chapter 25 in Beyond Human. I love it. And let me know, JD, if you did any tentative steps on the stitching on TikTok, because I know you put out your videos on all the platforms in different orders or whatever, but I thought like a stitch might really help you grow. That'd be fun. We had a morning star drop by. Hello, hello. And the Writing Sisters editing a short story that was submitted for my paranormal anthology, Realm of Mayhem. That's a bit of a tongue twister too. I love it. We had Nia Vixen of Fiction come in. Hello, hello. And then I finished up a couple minutes early and was like, yay! So I got my 2 emails sent to the publishers about their author interviews and like had to word them pretty carefully. I'm new to this whole level of like interviewing for A Mighty Blaze. So I wanted to be very careful. And I'm very excited about these books and authors. As you know, Natasha Pulley wrote Bedlam Stacks, which was one of my favorite reads from this year. And she's got a new one coming out, which is very different. Kind of the vibe of Emily St. John Mandel, I would say, in that they're all speculative fiction and very like loaded, referential, like all these things going on that sometimes you just can't track it all because it's like it just washes over you. I really love it. Yep, we had JC saying that's awesome. Jim said chapter 54 gives the author great concern, for it is the last in the book. Gives the author great concern. Are you on chapter 54 of Martin Chuzzlewit? Why would that give the author great concern? He's dead. I'm missing something here. Just Eva says, holy heckin', I actually got that shelf all the way together and in one place, in one sprint. That's amazing. Well done. Is that an IKEA job? That's very impressive. And now time to hydrate. Yes, my cacao shell tea. I will imitate you. Again, I'm glad this is the last tea bag and I'll move on to something else. Shannon finished up her audio and is now running the files through ACX to check quality. That's amazing. Wow. Just like moving forward. So my next thing is also going to be sort of on the publishing side. Because I won Nano and I got the new Scrivener license, I now have Scrivener on this computer, which I can use. I've got my old janky computer that I'm going to take the file from for the keying and put it on here and do the upload process for draft to digital with the same ISBN. We'll try it with the same ISBN. We'll see if that works first. So that's my next sprint goal. Vixen of Fiction, got my December stream scheduled. Awesome. I was just talking with my friend Christy, and yesterday is the day. Well, I spent a lot of time in the morning after winning Nano, like rewarding myself by dreaming about travel destinations. So the map is currently up. I had 5. I whittled it down to 3. Now I've got the top 3, and it's really like a top 2. So now it's down to like 2 places. I am 13 subscribers away from 1,000, so I'm so close. So I was looking at airfares and trying to figure out like what activities I would do in different places for February or March. So yeah, very exciting. But after that like daydream moment, I also did some work on December videos. So I've got all my December videos like planned and slotted, and which ones I have to pre-record, which is important. So I needed to get that done. JD says, I'm tackling that translation, and my, I've had to fix some fun F-ups. I bet you're taking it from like a Google Translate. Is that right? I think I remember hearing you say that that's what they do initially and then hand it to you. Crazy. Yeah. Tell her that name next time. Tell her that name next time. What did I miss? Oh, white lab coat syndrome, maybe? I don't know. Josiva says, I have a BP cup at my house and I've had to record it. Oh, blood pressure cuff. Have had to record it for my docs in the past. I actually tend to calm down with doctors. Oh, interesting. Josiva is the opposite. How funny. And she says she needs to get an advent calendar. Funny. Yeah. Excuse for chocolate. That's all I'm saying. Judy says, wow, that's intense. And my best friend has that happen with her blood pressure if there's a sucky doctor or nurse. Yeah. I most certainly will, Shannon. She absolutely prescribed me blood pressure medicine. Garbage. I submitted the first book in your Only Human series for the next tour book club. People will be voting on the submissions now. Ooh, where do they vote? Where does Adrian have his voting? Is it a Google form or is it a comment thread? I don't remember at the moment. JD says, no stitching yet. I will be retaking and trying new stuff. Cool. JC says, oh, see, doctors make me very anxious. Yeah, me too. I get nervous every time I have to go because I always think they're going to tell me something major is wrong. So it's like preparing myself. Yeah, I'm going to stay quiet on that. What that brought up for me, private thoughts. Shannon spent a month tracking her blood pressure every hour along with whatever activity I was doing to show my doctor. Not while I slept, though, obviously, just at the beginning and end of day. Wow, that's discipline. Shannon's so good. Eva, nice job on the shelf. I want a picture of the shelf. That would be fun. I just took pictures of so what I did to reward myself for finishing Nano was sort through my books again. Like rearrange them. I'm such a nerd. It's okay. So I shared this picture on Twitter, and it's like the 3 stacks of books that I moved off the shelf so that I could get the ones on the floor on the shelves. They're all historical fiction. So if you're looking at those books, which just have the bottom of the edges of the pages so you can't tell what they are, those 3 stacks of books are all historical fiction. So I really shouldn't buy any more, but I did just get 2 books yesterday. Steva says, I worry I have something serious as a default and find comfort in knowing someone may be able to treat things. I'm backwards. Docs have command on this too. Commented on. Got it. So Leslie finished chapter 5. Is it wrong that I identify as Seth? Oh, the boss dude? He strikes me as like Seth Godin. That's who I was thinking. No, it doesn't. No, it's not wrong. That's just funny. So you can already tell what's going on behind his head, behind his facade. I like it. Justiva says, oh, and if you weren't here at the last time, Leslie and I are buddy reading A Christmas Truce by Emma Bennett. So we're very excited to be reading this little holiday romance together. Justiva says, it's a cube shelf from Walmart. 8 cube shelves. I put one together last night too. Oh, I had one of those in 2004. I got 3 of them or 4 of them. They have lasted so long. I still have 2. I had to give up a couple when I was moving, but yeah, you undo them and they fold flat. It's great. He has to finish the book, and that freaks us out. I read chapter 53, and now I'm on the last chapter of Martin Chuzzlewit, which was titled by Dickens as Giving the Author Great Concern. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm a little slow behind the chat here. Okay, Morningstar. Sourwood green tea. One of my coworkers from Ukraine suggested it. It is awesome. Oh, nice. Sourwood is a brand? Sourwood. Huh, very cool. JC, I saw the thumbnails. To Nia, I was just saying how pretty they look. Oh, for the videos in December. That sounds amazing. Sourwood green tea. So close. 13, I know. Say sourwood, but that might be wrong. Sourwood honey is a southern thing, which is flipping awesome. I'll look and post it in a second. Okay, awesome. Puerto Rico will always be here to welcome you on the travel destination. I know, but I gotta time it when like all my Puerto Rico people are like visiting. So maybe like, I don't know, during a con or something. Justiva says, followed you on some other accounts. 11 to go. If you don't get booted out. That's awesome. Justiva, that's amazing. Thank you. Gigi says, not sure what they use, but they favored speed over precision, which I don't. Oh, using the Google Translate. Yeah. Take long, but it's for a reason. Here. Forgot to tag JD in that comment. Oh, okay. You vote with Adrian's newsletter, I think. Oh, okay. A newsletter. Gotcha. Well, hopefully you heard me saying it, and I'll shut up soon so that we can do another sprint so that I'm not continuing to talk. But yay, Tuber Book Club. JC says, I got the newsletter last night, Shannon, from Adrian. Huge hugs and good juju. Yes. I'll post a pic of the stuff. Yay! Okay, that will make me happy. It's plain. Don't get your hopes up. Mine are plain. They're not real wood. They're, the laminate on the outside, like a blonde wood, and they have little sort of fake pewter hardware. I can get excited about plain things, Eva. Don't worry. JC says, I saw that picture last night. I was like, oh, that's impressive. My book rearranging habit. It's an addiction sometimes, which is why it was a reward. Cube shelves are so diverse. Yes. Shannon says, okay, just checked Adrian's last stream. He said he would put the nominations for the TBC up as a poll. Okay, so we can also vote on a poll in his community tab, I'm assuming. Sounds good. Didn't mean to stir up anything, Margaret. I think it's just that because of my size, I always expect the doctor to tell me a number of things are wrong. Yeah, we've all got baggage with medical history because of our system in the US and how it's discriminatory, firstly against women, against people of color, against like size differently. Yeah. On his YouTube channel. Not there yet. Okay. Updates. And then there's always like, no, you're surprisingly in good health. And yes, they say surprisingly. That's some garbage there. I was confused. I thought it was his last chapter. No, he's reading. Jim is reading Dickens. Emmy North, hello. Artist friend, hello all. Jumped in while editing a vlog. Nice. Little break. Saying hello. We should do a tropical writers retreat. I like this idea a lot. So like the one going from Kansas, Missouri up to Toronto would be a summer one when we're escaping to a cooler climb. And like the winter one would be going to Puerto Rico because it's nice and warm. I like it. Yeah, long time no chat. I mean, nice to see you. And the poor. Yeah, exactly. Cheers to our health, everybody. Hydrate. I think that's take a drink. Reminder. All right, one more minute. Do a Midwest writing retreat, says Justiva. I think I'm inviting myself to the next one in the fall next year. So we'll see. Rachel Morley's Kickstarter just launched for A Dance of Mist and Fury. See, she's trading on that same formula for the title as well, which I think is going to be really helpful. Judy says January, February. Yep. I don't know. When is the Puerto Rico Comic-Con? Is it in December? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Something to ponder for sure. And Rachel Morley is also reading a favorite part from her book here soon. Oh, nice. Okay. Is that either a live stream or a premiere? Sounds good. Eva says, I'll invite myself too. Right? Yeah. Oh my God, that would be a terrible train journey. I just took an overnight train. Okay, it's 10:15. I will update you on the overnight train at our next break, but let's hop into a sprint. Let's do this one. And 25, so we can get like 4 in. Would that be good? So 50. Ooh, that's almost done. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go until 50. Wait, is that 25? 25, 35, 40. No, God dang it. Why can't I do math? 15 plus 25 is 50. Well, it's not going to be 15 anymore. 26, 36, 41. All right, well, whatever this is, I think it's 25 minutes. We'll go with that. I'll ask a different question, see if that brings up anything for people. Okay, overnight train story TBA, and good luck, everybody, with your next sprint. And that is our second 25-minute sprint. How did it go? I don't know if anyone answered the question, which was, what is your main work focus at the moment? Mine's all over the place. For these productivity sprints, it's basically do what you have been putting off doing because people are watching you. So my first one was patient portal, health permissions, signing documents. Second one was emails to schedule interviews with authors for A Mighty Blaze in February and March. Very exciting. And third one was meant to be getting the documents from my old computer on Scrivener, final pub editions, onto the new computer, but it restarted and I couldn't find the folder. Something just fell. I don't know what that was. Nothing moved. Anyway, so while that was like waking up on the old computer, I started doing some magazine stuff, some social media for the best of audiobooks, because there's a lot of that coming down the pike. So I was thinking we would do one more short sprint, 20 minutes. But let me catch up with the chat and see what you guys feel about going over a little bit today. Last few times I did end early, so I think maybe I'll stretch myself a little bit this time. So we ended with talking about retreats for writers. Shannon mentioned that Rachel Morley's premiere was in 90 minutes, so maybe like 60 minutes now. And then JD was saying Puerto Rico Comic-Con depends on when spring break is. This year was April. Next year might be end of March, or will be end of March. So that's good. Yeah, it's still winter here. It's still rainy and miserable in Portland, so I'd be up for it. Yes, and then we had some congruence, some convergence on the opinion about writers mathing, whatever. I think we did a 25-minute sprint, and I'm going to stick by that. So we're all good. We got some stuff done. What did you guys get done? Writing Sisters is asking, what was my nano project? My nano project was a historical fantasy focused on Glasgow in the 1840s. So I haven't done this decade before. I've done 1820s, 1830s, and 1880s. But I wanted to focus on the sort of onset of the potato blight and the famine, to talk a little bit about the political storminess that was happening in Glasgow and in the UK at that time, between Scottish folks and Irish folks and English folks, and what they were all fighting for and fighting against, because it's like this really interesting cauldron. So that's what I worked on, and I gave it a little magic. Oh, sour sop. Okay. Good to know. Morningstar says sour sop green tea. It's really good. Sour wood honey is harvested in the fall. My papa, my great-grandfather, told me it was from pollen of a flower found on the side of fallen logs. Okay, so the bees harvest from a certain kind of flower, and they make sour wood honey. I like that. And then it's called sour sop green tea. According to the internet, it's from a sourwood or sorrel tree. If you're talking about wood sorrel, which is also known as sour grass, that's not a tree. Is there a tree version? Now I'm intrigued. Esther is saying hi from work. Hi, Esther. We're planning a Puerto Rico Comic-Con writers retreat, so lovely that you stopped in. JD is off to lunch, and alas, still with work stuff. Yay. LOL. So mixed feelings here, but have worked on my novel for 5 weeks straight. That is amazing. Well done. Well done. Justiva says, main work focus, holiday decorating and resetting my house so that the new year rolls in fresh. I love that. Thanks, sisters. Good job, JD. I'm at work too. Was on my lunch break, so take care, everyone. Bye. Eloise Barr writes, hey, just sauntered in at the end. Lovely. JC saying, hey. Eloise saying her main focus is allocation entries for work. I don't even know what that means. I've been surprisingly productive. Awesome. Jen says, all my audio files passed the quality check at ACX. Now I'm combining all the chapters and opening and closing credits to make one file to sell direct on my website. That is amazing. That is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Are you going to do PayHip or Shopify or something different? I think I'm doing something different on mine and it's not working, so I can't advise. JC was working on my blog post, that sprint. Way to go. Just Eva posted a shelf photo in IG stories. Okay, let me go and do that right now. Go find you. Just another Eva. Mandrake Manor, I see. My new shelves. These ones aren't for books. This is the front room and a toy space. Oh, wait, go back. Nope. Less than 25 minutes to put this bad boy together. The walls will be festive soon. I love it. That looks like the one that can be like vertical or horizontal, so love it. Also where the holiday tree is. Fantastico. My cubes are actually one at a time. So I have one that's like a 4x4. Is that right? No, 5x4. That's the main one in my bedroom. But the cubes I actually sit on top of it. They don't match. One's black, one's blonde. So it's catch as catch can in my decorating scheme. What can I say? Okay, I'm not going to get pulled into the Instagram rabbit hole. We're going to keep going here. Spent most of that sprint cleaning my kitchen. Well done, you. Intrigued. Haha. It says, and looks like a tree. It says it's East Coast. Okay, nice. I bet they're related. Nice job, Shannon. Oh, she's using PayHip. Sweet. That's the one I hear all the cool kids use. So, yes, awesome. And yes, she is narrating herself. Nia said her main focus is focusing on getting things published and doing newsletters. Not my forte. Ugh. Yeah, newsletters. Shannon's really good at newsletters. I think she's got a stream, a long stream on the topic for all the questions. And yeah, I just had someone ask me what I expect as engagement with newsletters. I thought that was an interesting question because my hope, my like ideal expectation from newsletters is that people will show up to the things that I'm telling them about and engage, or right back to the newsletter itself and say, oh, I liked this, or this link doesn't work, which is what usually happens when I get feedback. Jim finished Martin Chuzzlewit on my sprint. Yay! On my stream. Congratulations. October, November, December 1st. Wow. Exactly 2 months. I have Wuthering Heights for Remember December rereads. Okay. A less daunting proposition than Martin C. Well done. Emmy says, oh gosh, guys, you are all so amazing. I barely progressed. Vlogs are hard. Vlogs take a lot of focus and concentration at once. So for me, like it all sort of goes finally, but there's a lot of like gathering and processing beforehand. So don't even sweat it. JC, you and those newsletters, LOL. Justiva says, yeah, it can go either way. I like the longer surface for holiday decor. There you go. That's true. That's definitely a plus. Ingram Spark now has a beta feature to sell direct on your website, but just opened to a few authors. So it's only available to US authors and US buyers. I got the hookup through Dale. I can share deets. That's big news. I didn't hear any of that rumbling in the pipeline. Interesting. Sell direct on your website. Huh. So they're competing with Shopify. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. My next move is actually draft to digital and seeing if that print will work for my needs. I do not have luck with website designers. I'm thinking about asking Deidre to help. But I always seem to have to start over with a new person, and it's very frustrating. So I don't feel like I can depend on direct website sales, even though they're such a smart idea. You know? So I think for another time. But yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah. I know, JC. Shaking my head. And Nia, you're doing the thing. Shannon says, so I'll be using Ingram just for the paperback and not the bundles. I'm setting up through PayHip. Oh, okay. So you're still getting use out of PayHip. Ingram doesn't have a plugin yet, but hopefully that'll come after the beta includes international. Gotcha. Engagement with feedback. Honestly, I feel very lonely on my content sometimes. Come and say hi at any point. Haha. I know. The newsletter comment was because I was asking my friend who gets the newsletter about like whether she noticed something that I dropped in, because no one mentioned it. It was the difference of like what an author gets through KDP versus draft to digital. And I thought it would shock some people, but like no one responded. So I was like, did you see that? So that was our conversation. But normally I send out a newsletter once, maybe twice a month, and I don't get any replies, Emmy. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Are you asking me this question, Neva? I am not doing Vlogmas. No. I don't think I'm going to be watching many of them either. It's too much of a barrage. Nia says, yes, I watched Shannon's. We'll watch again. Yeah, the newsletter stream. I'll feel better when it feels like a natural thing to do and I get the automations down. Yeah, see, I'm not doing automations. Yeah, that's a paid thing. So. Emmy says, yes, Eva, I will be filming daily and collide into vlogs. So maybe a few a week. Sorting today's material. Oh, okay. So the vlog Emmy is working on is something to do with Vlogmas. Okay. Emmy says, very interested in all these processes of publishing. I am mid a process, but feels might not be the best one. Feels like it might not be the best one. Yeah, it's hard because what I learned is that I would try a thing and experiment and not really focus on the statistics or the analytics to evaluate whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. So I just sort of stop if I wasn't feeling like I was getting results, but I didn't really go about it very scientifically. I'm not very good at judging analytics, I think. Where's the problem, you know? Got you. Subbed on YouTube and we'll watch some videos. Just Eva, fan for the win. So great. Shannon says, Ingram is competing more with Book Vault. Book Vault. Oh, okay. You've mentioned this, or Jayla's mentioned this, and I didn't even know what you guys were talking about. Like, Vault didn't make like ring a bell. It doesn't have a store set up, but it sets up pages for your book that buyers fill in all the info, and Ingram collects the money and sends the book. Okay, so that is like the chopped up piece of the process that Book Vault does. That I didn't even know they were big. You guys are a lot better versed in like the big players. So the author gets a payout from Ingram. I can send you a screenshot of what it looks like for my book. So Ingram is taking a bite out of the distribution channel for your website. See, that's too many bites. I just think Ingram gets too many bites. Emmy says, I think Vlogmas puts me in a festive, happy mood. Well, that's good. That's good. Then if it works, it's excellent. Book Vault is a print-on-demand company like Ingram, but UK-based, moving to the US or expanding to the US. Okay. That's why I maybe haven't heard. Okay. Eva says, I like recording clips of things just because sometimes in a world of social media, it can feel nice seeing me doing things. I don't know. I'm weird. I've started to share some of these random bits now. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Eva says, I think Vlogmas makes sense with that sort of vibe of wanting to see what you're doing, like a scrapbook. Yeah. I don't think it's really the time to like do the instructional thing. It's more of a slice of life. That's why it's a vlog, right? Video log. Eva not doing Vlogmas though. Yeah, too much. Emmy says, I don't deal with the analytics too well either. My channel is so diverse, not clear targeting, I think. Yeah, having a clear audience is important and can be difficult. I will aim to be better next year. New Year's goals. Yay! Book Vault supplies all the print books to Waterstones. Are they owned by Waterstones? Is that a vertical integration thing? Interesting. Yes, just Eva, it does feel like a scrapbook. That's a little memory. Nice. Okay, we have 5 minutes left, so I'm going to do a 15-minute sprint. Ooh, and not knock my computer over, because that's not what this old lady needs. Let's jump into a sprint for the last 15 minutes. And no questions. We'll just work until it's across the hour, so this makes it even more difficult. So it would be 15 if it was a 20-minute sprint. Minus 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Okay, we're working till 11 minutes after the hour, which I think will still give us time to hop over to Rachel Morley's premiere for her Kickstarter. But there we go. I'll mute myself and finish up with you guys in 15 minutes. Gosh, so many questions. Okay. All right, so I had to do some more work on the magazine posting just to finish out Sunday. Still got a lot more to do. But I did get back into draft to digital's back end. And I uploaded the manuscript, and then I was like, oh, then I have to plan when I'm going to take the old one down. How do you do that? What's the timing? So I need to think about that. That's the next thing. Yeah, so let's catch up in the chat, close out for the day with our little fun December 1 stream here. One of the things that I normally do on a December 1, on a first Friday productivity stream, is I don't know, get ready for the month. But the year is ending, so I was wrapping up the year instead of that. So I haven't done my sales check for the month yet. On the first of the month, I usually go back and check all the sales channels and add it up and stick it in a spreadsheet. So I still got to do that today. All right, so this was what got me excited in the last sprint. So I know Shannon had mentioned that there's a company that was doing physical box sets for indie authors, and it's Book Vault, and it's coming out next year. So that may be a motivator for me to go with Book Vault over Ingram's new program. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I'll think about that. Nia says hard having a diverse channel when you've got multiple types of audiences. Oh, look, there's actually sunlight coming through, creating a shadow on the back. That was not the case earlier. But if you focus on the few things you like, you'll find an audience. Yeah, Justiva is okay speaking to the void until it speaks back, right? The more of an audience one gets, the more they overthink and brand themselves. And I'm trying very hard not to be a brand, just a person. Eloise stopped working on accounting to update my website now that I've revealed my cover. Almost forgot. Oh, girl, a website update's like the last thing. I know you're supposed to have it as your one catch-all destination, but people are so much more attentive to social media instead of websites. But you got to do all of it. Yay for the cover reveal. Wow, last I checked, I think you said it was 3 days. So those 3 days have just sped by. JD even had me some lunch. There's only one warning. Food's ready. Jim says, currently reading 2 Emilys and 1 Charlotte, but only one is a Bronte. Ha ha ha. Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. So have you read Natasha Pulley? Would you agree with me that they're similarly situated in the market? Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. That's been on my want to read list forever. And Wuthering Heights. Okay. I asked if my Patreon book club wanted to do Once There Were Wolves, and they voted for our migrant Hector Tobar. What is the title? I'm blanking right now. Our Migrant Souls, which I have as an audiobook. So once again, Once There Were Wolves misses the TBR for December. Who knows? It may come back in. But I like this. It's good. JD, for context, I'm visiting my family in Puerto Rico. Oh, with the lunch. Food's ready. Gotcha. Okay. Emmy says, we'll try to look into Book Vault for the future endeavors. That would be good if you're based in the UK, right? Because you'd get into Waterstones and have that in. Either way, guys, have to pop out. My baby boy and my partner woke up from slumber. Or my partner woke up from slumber, so we'll probably do something together. Maybe watch a festive movie. Glitter, hugs, and love to all. Nice. Enjoy the festive movie. Hugs and glitter. Virtual glitter. Eva says, got another chapter read. Cute story so far. That's nice. Shannon says, final novella file with the AI voices comes in 2 hours and 42 minutes. Comes in or comes in at? That's how much it lasts, or it will be ready in that time. Still have to replace character AI voices with mine to do the alternate audiobook. And how are you going to market two at the same time that are slightly different? That seems challenging as well. That's a big motivator for me. Are you talking about the Book Vault thing? The box set? JD would have some serious like combos, permutations to do with the physical box set. That'd be cool. Just Eva went to check. Okay, well now I have to go check. Okay. Instagram, gotta check Eloise's. Let's see. There we go. Swipe for cover reveal. See, I looked at that and I didn't even read it. I didn't understand it because I was trying to talk to you guys at the same time. Wait, was that it? No, I have to go to the post. See post. Swipe for cover reveal. Oh my gosh. Ooh, those are some different colors. Maiden of Artemis, Legend of the Amazons, Book 1. I love it. It's like a copper with a lavender with a deep purple. That's really cool. That's really different. And the back, very pretty. Okay, I'm going to pop that into the chat. Eloise, I don't know if you're wrenched yet, but I will take care of that for you because it's pretty. JD, fortunately, people expect me to branch into as many genres as I can. Yeah, in terms of diverse audience, that's part of JD's brand, so people expect it. So there's always that route. It's taken me a cool decade for that, though. Yeah, it does take a long time. Shannon, now I think I'm supposed to listen to all of the audiobook back, but I did 2 full editing passes, so I think I'm done. Yeah. Listen to a little bit. Eloise says, thank you so much. She's so pretty. Once There Were Wolves is set in Scotland. I know. That's why it's on my list. I'm talking about the cover. She really is. Shannon, do you listen at regular speed or speed it up? Well, for your own files, I think you definitely have to listen at regular speed if you're going to be like picking with a fine-tooth comb. Writer goals for the diverse audience. Yeah, regular speed. Agree. Even with 22 books, I need to do more of everything. It's the truth. JC got her blog post written. Woo woo! Yay! So that is right to be. Wait, right. See, there's too many things in my head. I'm like, right to be matters, and that's not it, is it? Drop your link. New post. JD says, good. I know people who read mega sped up, and I think that defeats the purpose. Well, okay. Hear me out, JD. When you listen to other people's books and you're just trying to hear the story and you're not going through for editing, sometimes they speak really slow. Like I listen to most audiobooks at 1.1 or 1.2 and some of them at 1.3 because that is how fast like my mind will go. I don't listen to it at chipmunk speed, but like I want to get through more books. So if it's pleasurable, I will speed it up a little. Go see this cover. So Just Eva did it before I got to it. It sounds really slow to me, JD, but it's what ACX suggested. Well, Shannon, your brain goes really fast, so that is to be expected. Yeah, poetry box set. I can see it. I can totally see it. There's my link. Same thing. JD says some narrators are Ben Stein slow. True. You're too kind, says Eloise. New follow for Eloise. Anyone else with links, please drop it. Let me go into the YouTubes. This is why I have YouTube open. Oh, and it's not going to let me scroll down with the comments. Let me try this. No? Oh, wait. Eloise. There we go. Moderator. Standard. There we go. Eloise is wrenched. Okay. This is what we do. Just Eva, I have 0 books and 0 covers. You can follow me, though. But you've got a wrench, Just Eva. Yes, the power. The power. Yeah. And nice work to JC on the blog post. Way to go. Awesome. Beautiful cover. Look at all this positivity. It's like there's glitter in my chat. I love it. Yeah. Justiva has a follow. Huzzah on the right. Pip made it to 15% of my book. Oh, not really liking it, but not really disliking it. So there's that. Interesting. All right. Tell us the book if you don't mind dropping the title. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I haven't posted it yet, Margaret. Oh, okay, it's scheduled. Have to find an image to go with it, but we'll post in the next hour or so. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, 1.75 or 2 times. So what I will listen to at that speed, 1.75 or 2 times, is YouTube videos, because there's reading in a book, which can sometimes be slow, and you speed it up until your reading comprehension will work. But then there's talking on a video, and I think people, especially when they're live streaming, will talk slowly as they're thinking. It's not a script. It's not written out. It's not edited. And so that often I will go much faster at. And I can definitely still understand. If I can't understand it, I will slow it down. But I want to watch more videos. So yeah. Sorry. Thanks, says JC. Right to Be is the blog. Right to Be Matters is the store. Ah, okay, got it. I was like, there's something with both, but that doesn't sound right. Okay, Right to Be is the blog. Right to Be Matters is the store. And the merchandise in the store, which has some really cool like slogans and mottos and designs, is having a huge sale. Yay. So drop a link. There we go. The online store has a 65% sale till the end of the month. If you're looking for some writer merch to like proclaim your writerness, there is the link. Thank you, JC. Yes. And so JD's also thinking about Human Cycle for a box set. That's what I said. You've got permutations. I do not. Not yet. The blog is at Right to Be with dashes, but the new one will be up within the hour. Cool, cool, cool. We'll have a read later. 2 times for YouTube for sure, says Just Diva. Okay, so I don't feel as bad. Just Diva says I'd go faster if I could. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are so much fun. All right. Well, I've gone a little bit over, so I'm going to conclude here. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you on Sunday for the next time that I stream. Again, usually it's Sundays at 12 and Wednesdays at 1 Pacific, with the first Friday and the final Friday just thrown in for some productivity. So I love seeing your beautiful faces, your beautiful covers, your beautiful blog posts, your lovely advice. You're all fantastic. So happy December. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate. Enjoy your reading. I will see you all again soon. Bye.